saying? It's your boy Velan here, and this is season 2, episode 1 of Be the Source. And on the first episode, I got my guy Kayas here, and we're talking about what are we talking about?
Stop the Bullying documentary. As a lot of you know, that I have made the Bullying documentary last year. We're just in the process of editing it. It should be out very soon. But I just want to say that hopefully it helps the victims, and that's the whole purpose of it really. Just so it helps the people out there. You know, I'm not saying I can put a stop to it, that's impossible, but bullying happens every day at school, at work. It could happen at home, online mainly. So it's just to help the people, you know, just telling them what they need to do. You know, they're not alone basically, you know, come forward, you know, talk to someone, and you're never ever alone. So when you watch it, at the end of it, I just hope it helps you. Sick. But I just want to give a big shout out to the creators that back me on it, Essence Studios.
Big up Essence Studios!
Essence Studios. They do, the thing is, Essence Studios, yeah, they're a big company. They actually film wedding videos and stuff. But Saif, I got to big up Saif. He actually is doing other stuff now. So he does short movies. This was his first documentary. So I just needed that backup, the team. You got to have a good team to basically create a project like this, and they came on board, and I just got to big them up. You know, they worked so hard on it. We're editing it at the moment. They shot it so good, and I've got to just big up Saif, big up Khalil, big up Shams, and big up Essence Studios, because they created this. Yeah. So yeah, I just hope you all enjoy it and just spread it. When it comes out, spread it, spread the word. It's going to be on YouTube, and we're going to pitch it to BBC hopefully and Channel 4. But yeah, man, support.
Stay tuned for the rest of the podcast. What you lot saying? It's your boy Velan here, and this is season 2, episode 1 of Be the Source. And on the first ever episode of season 2, I got my guy Kayas with me.
What's going on?
What are you telling me? How are you?
I'm alright. Thanks for having me, man.
It's a long time coming.
Do you know what? It's a long time. I see you after and beginning of 2017 when we were on that photo shoot.
Yeah.
But you've been busy. I've been busy. You've been traveling.
Yeah, man. You've been working hard.
Always.
So tell the ladies and gentlemen a bit about yourself, because I know you're in the film and TV industry.
Yeah.
How did you get into everything?
Do you know what? It's mad. See, the thing is, a lot of people don't know this. I've been in the industry 10 years now. It's been 10 years for me.
Yeah.
And
what was your first thing in the industry?
I was an extra.
Sick.
I was an extra for one of the films. I can't. This is so bad. It was one. I can't remember the name yet. I was an extra. My mate called me. He goes, "Come down.
Yeah.
There's a film happening. Do you want to be an extra?" It was one of them. It wasn't like them cinema. It's them. You know them YouTube films and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I was free that day. So I thought, okay, cool. And you know, this is me. Like I didn't know. You know, I wasn't even in the film industry or anything then. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I went down with him, and we just like chilled. It was a fun day. We didn't get paid or anything like that, but it was a fun day, and I enjoyed it. I was doing music back then. I used to DJ and MC like part time. I wasn't like major. Yeah, I used to, you know, some events, and it was just like a little, you know, a little thing. I thought, gets me going and stuff. So a lot of people don't know that. You know, I used to do music before. I used to DJ, I used to MC, and I enjoyed it. And then like a couple of weeks, I thought, hold on, I want to work in the film industry, man, and stuff like that. So I thought, yeah, you know, why not? And you know, we you know, everyone knows this. You start from the bottom, innit?
Yeah. And that's why I wanted to ask you, where did you start up? And then
I was an extra, and then basically.
How did you get into it, like the actual industry?
The thing is, my boy Adam Deacon, he basically. I knew him. We knew the same people. Obviously, a lot of people know him through adulthood and kidulthood and stuff. And you know, he lives in Hackney, and we know the same boys and stuff. And then I used to do like promotion stuff for him, marketing and stuff. Marketing is something. Obviously, I'll get into that, but marketing is something that I love doing. And I used to like, as a spare thing, just to support him, I used to do some YouTube clips for him. And MySpace was that back then. Okay. There was no Instagram or anything like that.
Yeah.
And and it just went viral online. So his boys was just like, who's, you know, I used to be known as Ice. That was my tag name back then. Like no one knew me as Kayas or anything like that. It was Ice.
Don't ask me how I got.
MC name?
Yeah, it was like MC Ice. Yeah, and my cousin named that when I was little. I don't even know the story yet, but something to do with me liking ice a lot or something. But I liked the name, and I thought, yeah, Ice. So they're like, who's this guy and stuff, get him to do some clips for us and do some online stuff and that as well. And then Adam was, he was just like, yeah, he's one of the boys, like, and it helps me a lot and stuff. And then basically Noel Clarke noticed, obviously adulthood was coming out then, and Noel recognised my work as well. So obviously he asked Adam about me, and then Adam told him about me and stuff. And then Noel Clarke, like, I didn't know him then, innit? And he messaged me directly on MySpace. And he DM'd me like, what's going on? This is Noel Clarke, stuff like that. And there was no back then there was no verification and all that blue ticks. It was MySpace, you know what I'm saying? But he was just like, I've seen what you can do. I want you to come down, meet me in it. Let's have a meeting. Yeah. I didn't believe it was him.
I didn't believe it was a fake account.
I thought it was a fake account. Why is Noel Clarke gonna message me? Like, this guy's massive. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I phoned Adam, and he was just like, yeah, that's him.
Right.
And I was like, what? So anyway, okay, cool. So I had a meeting, went down.
Was you gassed?
I was so gassed because this is like adulthood was coming out.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow. Went down there, went down West London. It was a nice, like, posh coffee place. Went down and he was there with his mate and sat down. And first I'm just like, wow, I'm with Noel Clarke.
Yeah.
I'm with Noel Clarke. Like, so he was just like, introduced himself, what he did, told him, what I want to do and stuff. And he's like, look, I've got a little project for you. Work with me on it. I'm not going to, as I say, he goes, and back then I didn't want money or anything because I'm like, it's first steps. You got to start it off. And then he goes, do this for me, prove to me what you can do. And then, you get to work with me, innit? So I was under mad pressure. Like, I was just like, oh, what do I do? This is like a massive thing for me.
Yeah.
So, I was just like, all right, cool. I was happy. I said to him, look, I'll prove to you how much I can do in it, yeah? So I think it was like a little project that he was working on. And he wanted it marketed, like promoted and stuff. So got a little street team together. I got a little street team together, innit, yeah? And they really, really helped me out. And we're talking, this is back 2008, fam. So it's 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And
so what, YouTube just kind of launched?
Yeah, as well, yeah. So, and then got a little street team together. We done the work, and whilst doing the promotion and marketing, we went up Birmingham, Manchester and all that as well to promote his stuff. And then,
how did you promote it with that Instagram? And
I think, do you know what it is? I had a high following already on MySpace and Facebook, because I had Facebook then, and luckily I had a high following because I was hanging out with these celebrities and stuff. I had a high following. People knew kind of who I was, and I used to do music and stuff, so I was kind of lucky. And then the more I was hanging around with these people, it was just like, it just kept on going high and stuff. So luckily, and then people started seeing me obviously hanging out with Noel Clarke and stuff. And then anyway, I done the project, and I done really well. He was glad, he was happy. Bang, and then had another meeting, and then he knew, the thing is, he knew how I was, he knew I was dedicated. I wasn't a person just for the hype and fame, do you get what I'm saying? He knew I had a passion for it and stuff, so I was just like, okay, cool. And then he goes to me, I'm going to get you on all my films, I'm going to get you to work on all my films. And he saw I was good at marketing and stuff, and then he put me on his first first film. So I done a bit of work on adulthood when it came out. And the mad thing was, and he still remembers this, when the trailer came out for adulthood, Pathé done it. That was the company that done it. I done my own version, and it was better than Pathé's.
No way.
Because when it came out, everyone was so sick. They were just like, how did this guy do a better version of the trailer? Then even Noel Clarke did it as well. He was happy, do you know what I'm saying? But obviously I couldn't release, mine's got a release, but Pathé's one was the original one.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought, cool, do you know what? At least my work's being noticed. That was the main thing. And then after that, he put me on the first film I worked on was 4321. That was like from Universal. It had Emma Roberts in it, Noel Clarke, Adam Deacon, Bashi. It had a lot of cast, and I was casting the extras for it. So I started. So
you get to decide who's in there.
I get to decide who's in it. Now, that's the thing. Even casting extras is so hard because we had got a club scene in there with 500. I had to cast 500 people for a club scene.
So you had to cast 500 hot pigs.
500 people. Yeah. Yeah.
They're like 10 around.
Yeah, you know, you get it's good perks as well, but it's hard because, you know, they have to be reliable as well.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you get a lot. So if they ask for 500 extras, you are looking to get 700 because you know a lot of them are not going to turn up. So it's not easy work.
Why won't they turn up?
Do you know what it is?
They're getting paid to just stand about.
They're getting paid, but some of them, you know, other stuff comes up or
People are unreliable.
the weather comes bad. Imagine it rains when they wake up. They're just like, sod this. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and they don't even tell you. So it's really hard. Like, but they don't understand how important it is for a club scene, you know. And the club scene is only shown for literally 10 minutes, but it's a 15-hour shoot on that day. It's, you know, people don't realize how hard it is to make a film, even one scene. But, you know, and I just started doing different things. So basically, you know, when people ask me now, what do? I do marketing, I do casting, I do producing, I do directing, I do writing, I do acting. You know, I do a bit of everything and I love doing that. It's not boring. Do you know what I'm saying?
What do you love doing the most? Like, if you could pick one thing out of all those things you just listed to do for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I think it will be marketing, just marketing, because I love it. I've always started off with doing marketing. So, because even back to those movies, like I was in charge of the social media. So I used to run the Facebook, I used to run the Twitter, I used to run the websites. And
tell me about Fast and Furious.
So yeah, that was basically, you see, a lot of people ask me, have you met The Rock? Did you meet The Rock? No. Fast came along as, because I worked with Universal on 4321.
Yeah.
And majority of films I worked on was with Universal. So luckily working with like all of those movies, like Story 24, I worked on Not, I worked on Brotherhood, a lot of the films that I worked on, Universal had that good relationship with me. They knew who I was and stuff. So when Fast and Furious 6 happened, I thought, they're shooting it in London. I've got to somehow get on set. Wherever I used to do marketing, casting extras and that. So I emailed them and one of my boys, he works there as well. He put in a good word in for me as well, that this guy, he does he works with, you know, certain people. And then they emailed me back. They're like, yeah, come on, you know, you can work with us for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
Come on set. Yeah. And you can do the marketing, the casting, you know, we need, and 2 weeks for me is massive. Now, I didn't go, obviously I had other stuff happening, so I couldn't go like 7 days for 2 weeks. I went for, one of the weeks I went for like 3 days and the other week I went for 2 days. So when we shooted in Piccadilly Circus, when Vin Diesel done that, the race scene and stuff, and then some of the scenes they shot in Bethnal Green, which a lot of people don't know this.
No way.
You had Paul Walker, you know, rest in peace, and you know, they shot in Bethnal Green.
That's crazy.
There's
Where in Bethnal Green?
just near Bethnal Green Station.
No way.
So I don't remember. I don't know if you remember the scene. Do you remember the film? Like I don't know if you remember the film where Vin and Paul Walker went into the jewelry shop.
Yeah.
That's shot in Bethnal Green, just near the station. Now I drive past there every day, and I think of that scene. It's not a real shop. It was a made-up jewelry shop, and now it's just like, you know, a shutter there. Like they don't use it, but in the film it looks different. You never think it's in Bethnal Green.
Did they shut off Bethnal Green?
They shut off that bit where, so it's like a little alleyway, and then it's like a tunnel.
Yeah.
Because above there, there's that Bethnal Green Overground. So they shut that whole bit off, and there's a pub in the corner. So they shut all that bit off, and I remember that time it was hype. Like you got Vin Diesel and Paul Walker in Bethnal Green, and even when they shot some of the scenes for Fast 6, it was in Hackney, and you know, like Mile End. But obviously they're not gonna bait it out. Now the scenes that the days I was on set, The Rock wasn't there. He wasn't doing his sets, and you know, he wasn't doing his scenes and stuff. So I met Paul Walker. Briefly, I didn't even meet Vin. He was such a nice guy. But Vin, as I said, there was, you know, because my job was I casted the extras for some of the scenes, and I was doing the marketing for it. But it's not like every other film that I worked on, you know, especially like Noel Clarke's movies, like the set, you know, is different than when you work on a Fast and Furious 6. Right. Like it's so many people on set. You're talking about hundreds and hundreds of people. You know, it's a massive movie. You have like 50 runners. You have like 10 makeup artists when you don't even need 10. You got one, you know, they've got the budget for it. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was like a little fish in a big pond. Normally, I'm like the big fish when I'm on set because I'm just like, yep, it's my boy's film. I'm on set and no one can say nothing to me. Do you get what I'm saying? I can do what I want. But this one, I had to keep quiet. I was just like, okay, cool. It's a fast 6. I don't want to be told off or anything. You say. But do you know what? It was experience and I got it on my CV. Like, I'm happy in it. And, you know, I was just like,
when you say you have to do marketing on set, what does that actually mean?
So marketing is basically you're running. So I run the Instagram and the Twitter and stuff. So you're constantly updating what's going on set.
So you're telling me you was running the Fast
and Furious. And I was getting the like behind the scenes.
What kind of DMs do they get?
Oh my God, the DMs like, oh, can I have Vin Diesel's number? Or, you know, it's a rock there. You get silly DMs like, you know, where are you filming? Or I love this film. It's the same stuff every time. Like, you know, I love this movie. You know, can you get me on set? You know, it's just silly DMs, like, but it's just you don't really go through them as well at the same time. Even the comments and stuff. But
do you have any restrictions on what you can post on?
They don't allow you to post on your personal one. So when I was on set, obviously, like when I'm on set normally, I'm getting mad. Like no one's telling me off because I can post whatever, and even like. You know, I won't take the piss, but I'll be like, look, can I just take this, I'll post it. But that, they'll tell you that you can't post nothing on your personal, it has to be just for the film. Otherwise, you know, you can get kicked off set and, you know, you can get in trouble. So I'm just like, all right, cool. But I every time I go to an event or I'm filming something, I always do behind the scenes. I love it. So that was my job. Like whether it's with the camera or my phone, because behind the scenes is so important. People don't realize you can watch that footage later and it's like, right, it was really like that, you know? Because at the time, on the set day, you're busy, you're everywhere, you don't know what's happening. But it's when you watch it back, you're like, wow, it looks amazing. So that's what I was doing.
You see all the little bits and pieces.
Some of it I put on my YouTube. There was when Vin Diesel done the car scene, car race scene, and when they dropped all the cars from the top building and stuff. So I was taking a lot of pictures and stuff like that. So and at the same time, you're running the social media and stuff. So that's what marketing is and stuff. So it's not easy. For me, it's easy, but you have to get the right shots. You know, you have to do the right stuff. And then even on set interviews, like with the cast. It'd be like, so how was that scene? What scene are you doing today? Do you know what I'm saying? You know, and then if they've done a scene, you go back and you interview them, like, how was that? And because all of this they can put for the DVD after or for the YouTube and stuff like that. So that's what it all involves. And people don't realise that. They just think, it's all done now. When you're on set...
You blew me away. I don't even know what to say right now. You're just on set for Fast Food.
Do you know what? I still can't believe that. And that's why I thought it was a couple of days, you know, for 2 weeks. But I thought it's something major. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest film that I think...
What's one of the funniest things that's ever happened on set to you that you can think of?
The funniest? Man, I've been on so many film sets. We've had because what it is when we're filming as well, we have a lot of banter. People think that it's just like serious. You know, yes, you know, you get down to it, but you have to have a laugh and banter. You have to have the right, and that's why I'm not just saying this because like Noel Clarke's like a brother to me now, but working on Noel's sets are the best for me. I think he makes you feel welcome. It's like a family and. He gets stuff done. He's a serious worker. He's a director, producer, writer, director, but he gets stuff done. People have seen his films. They're amazing. But you have that, banter on set as well. He has a laugh and stuff as well. And, I think that's where I learned it from. But I think the funniest, I don't know. I don't know. I think there's so much things that have happened. I think it's actually when... I think once we were doing a wedding scene for the Not movie, and they were walking into the church, the bride and the groom, and the bride fell.
No way. Has anyone run like on set while you were filming and stuff like that? Has any craziness happened like that?
Yeah, we've had extras, not extras. We've had like. people just run on set and stuff, just to be in front of the camera. So we're shooting a scene, and we normally have security on set.
Yeah.
But just to get in front of the camera, they'll come on and just do some mad little Bollywood dance or something, and then they'll be like, "Come on, man, you have to do the scene again."
You
and then,
think I'm gonna put that in the video?
yeah, like why would you? I know they want to get the fame, but you come on, man. But yeah, I think the bride one when she fell, it was kind of like deep, but.
But the whole crew just started busting out laughing.
Man, it was an outtake.
Exactly.
And I mean, she didn't hurt herself, but it was one of them where. You just gotta laugh about it. So, yeah.
What motivates you to wake up in the morning and go get what you want to get for the day? What drives you?
Do you know what? I've got a passion for working hard. Like I'm not lazy. Yeah, I'm not lazy, and people know that. They know that. I just feel what motivates me is I can't sleep. I'm not a sleeper. I'm not lazy. Like I only sleep 4 or 5 hours every night. Yeah.
I don't get it how people say that to me.
Like literally, I can't sleep. 4 or 5 hours I sleep. So I'm sleeping late, I'm waking up early.
But you trained your body to do that, innit?
My body's used to it.
Yeah.
If I oversleep, I feel like a lazy log. Like I can't do nothing the whole day. I have to sleep like only for 5 hours. I wake up and I've either got meetings all day or I'm on set, I'm filming. I'm going gym in the evening for 2 hours. And at the same time, I gotta make sure.
Does gym help your mind state?
It does, definitely. It does help me. When I don't go gym, I get moody and I get angry, and I feel like I'm being lazy. It gives you that push, that you've done something. Like you feel proud that it motivates you a lot. And when I wake up, like even when I'm in bed, I'm thinking, oh, what am I gonna do? I think ahead. For the week and for the next month, and I don't think about now. Like we're in November now, so I'm thinking already. What am I going to be doing for January, February, March? For next year, what projects and stuff. I always think ahead, and that's what motivates me. I look forward to it. If that makes sense,
like things down, or you keep it in your head.
I write it down. Yeah. I write it down, and I feel I'm very organized like that. Like I already know hopefully what I want to do from now until like next summer, and then when the summertime comes, what I want to do for the next. You have to, and I think that's what drives you as well. So I just feel like, How
do you balance everything? How do you balance like what you want to do from now to next summer with family, with like your social life?
It's hard.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. It's hard, but
what do you prioritize the most?
Family.
Family.
I think family is really important to me, and without family, you ain't got nothing. And I feel I'll always make time for my family, no matter how busy I am. If I'm filming crazy, if I'm at gym, I'll always make that time for my family and my close friends that have been there. Like, I've been in the industry 10 years. I've cut down a lot of people.
Because I'm still finding, I'm not good at balancing things. I'm just here working, and then I can't, my mates will call me and be like, yo, come, let's do this. And I go edit. Or like, whatever, like my ex called me, oh, blah, blah, that's why she's my ex now. Because I feel like I need to be selfish now and get it in for myself.
I get what you're saying. Sometimes you got to be selfish. Like, I get phone calls now saying, okay, like, come out, there's a birthday and party, raves, I ain't got time for that now. That was me back in the day. I'll go to weddings, if I can attend to, and like special birthday events and stuff, or premieres and stuff, but if it's like I can't be going to stuff where I don't need to be there, and I'd rather spend that time at home with my family, because I'm filming in the day a lot. I have more day shoots than night shoots, and if I'm at gym, so I make that evening time with my family and stuff. So you have to balance it out, especially in the industry. You have to balance it out. You can't just be work, because.
Work probably stresses you out.
It does, and sometimes you need that break. Like when I chill with my family and my friends, they don't talk about work because they know I wanna get out of it.
So is that something that you do when you feel stressed? You just leave work and you just chill.
Yeah, I think that's my break time. When I'm at the gym, that's me away from work. When I'm with family, that's me away from work. And we have, sometimes we can have a laugh about it.
What's your best stress reliever?
Gym, definitely gym. When I'm there on my days, I don't think about work. I put my headphones on, music on, and I'm just there, and it just makes you feel. It just relieves you, it just makes you feel so good. Whether you go for an hour, 2 hours, and that.
Do you have like a proper routine that you do?
I do.
Yeah.
I have a routine. I used to go. As I said, I sometimes go every day or every 2 days to the gym. But as I said, where I have to go every evening. I don't go in the morning. I can't go in the mornings. I can't. When I wake, I don't know, people go to gym 6, 7 in the morning. I can't do that. I have to wake myself up, have breakfast, I'm having my meetings or I'm working, and then I make sure I go in the evening. And that's when people are normally tired, but I can only go in the evening. So you have to have that routine. Otherwise, you know, it's messed up. And talking about that as well, people want me to be their personal trainer, and I can't do that. I ain't got the time.
I was just gonna say that.
I ain't got the time. Like I can be it. I can be it. And even my gym, because I've been going to gym for a while now, and they've said to me, you know. But I say to them as well that I haven't got the time to be a personal trainer for people because I'm doing too much and I don't want to overwork myself. So, yeah.
How's it like being an Asian in the industry?
It's hard.
Is it
It's
really?
hard. Now, do you know, I think because people don't know I'm Asian though. This is the mad thing. Like, my mum's Moroccan, my dad's Asian.
Yeah.
He's Pakistani. So people think like I'm either mixed race or I'm Turkish, Cypriot. I've had a lot of like mixtures. And when I say to them like, you know, I'm Asian, they're like, what? You know, I'm just like, yeah. I said that it's hard. I feel.
But has it actually affected you in a way where you wanted to do something, but just because of your skin color or something, you couldn't get it?
Personally, it hasn't affected me.
That's good.
Luckily, touch wood. I know it affects people though.
Yeah.
It is really hard for them because I remember when like back in the day.
But because of like social media and stuff, I see more and more like Black people, Asian people, like getting themselves out there in the media scene.
Definitely. When I mean, you gotta remember this. When Jay Sean came out, okay, or was it All Eyes on Me or something?
Oh, yeah.
And he shot that in either Green Street or South or somewhere.
Yeah.
Everyone, like, there was a buzz because it was him and Raghav. And I remember Raghav. Now, Jay Sean's still about, I think, from what I know. He's not doing as much. Raghav is nowhere to be seen. But it was only them two. And I know it was hard for Jay Sean at the time because I remember he struggled. But he made it because he was the only guy doing it. Now, you got a lot of people that are Asian in the industry that, you know, want to get out there. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is harder.
I don't see that many coloured people on TV.
No, you don't.
Like, even when you're doing your casting and stuff, do they say certain things?
Not really, nah. I feel, do you know what? It's always good to have a mix of people.
Yeah.
And I feel, you know, you should always, you know, like, example, even in my films and my documentary and stuff, I always have a mixture. You know, there's a white person in there, black person in there, Asian person in there. You got to have a mixture and give everyone a chance. You know, and I feel that it is harder. And I think people do feel like they get a bit worried, like, you know, because they're Asian, like, they might not get it and stuff like that. So, and I personally, I personally think there's a lot of a line in the industry, and I see it on Instagram. It's mostly like a lot of Asian people trying to break through into the industry.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing it.
I feel like the format now for that is build yourself do your own type of content on YouTube. Build your own kind of platform and then go pitch that to like BBC.
That's what it is. I think the thing is, you got to have that breakthrough.
Yeah.
You got to have that one thing. So when Kidulthood came out, that was, you know, back into it and saying, no one's done a movie like that. So you know, everyone in Kidulthood got out there because that was their break. That was their chance. When Top Boy came out, whoever was in there, Hamza Production, my boy Hamza, like,
bad man.
You know, bad man. Guy, hard worker, hardest worker in the room, you know.
And man, humble as well.
He humble, very down to earth, very down to earth guy. You know, no ego, nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Works hard. Started off in his bedroom.
Yeah, and now he's on like the New York.
He's out there. He's out there in front of Evening Standard. Yeah. And I'm walking the other day. I went to a tube station. That's my boy. In the paper, like, wow, Hamza. But I think, you know, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people, I think, that want to get out there. But as you say, they should build that platform. And then get it out there to BBC. And you just need that one thing. Once it airs on something, that's it, you're out there.
That's it.
Talking about that, the actor in Informer.
Yeah.
He's out there.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot his name. I haven't seen it, but people's been talking. I've seen him advertised everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? So this was his one thing, and now he's blown. Now he's blown. So, you know, I feel you just need that one thing to push you, man. So, yeah.
So what are you working on at the moment?
Currently, I'm working on my documentary on bullying.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about bullying. Why bullying?
Why bullying? Because I think bullying is such a important topic that needs to be focused on. People suffer it every day. It's something that's never going to go away. And I just want to help the people. I'm not saying I can put a stop to it, but we can cut it down. I was a victim once, which a lot of people don't know. I used to get bullied in school.
But everyone gets bullied in school.
See, people say that. I don't think everyone. It's how you handle it. It's how you handle it. And back then, I handled it well. But
it's like different groups in school, innit? You got the cool kids, you got the neeks, and then you just got like...
But see, my bullying was about just basically how I was, this was in secondary school. I was more quieter. And, it was just little name calling and stuff. But I take things to heart a lot. I still do. It's something that I can't change out of me. And back then I was more, more emotional, I would say, when I was younger. So I
because everything means so much more when you're little.
That's the thing. Yeah, it does. Because now I'm thinking I could have handled it like this. When you're older, you're like, I got bullied. But I just feel, it's a very, very important topic. It needs to be addressed. And I haven't seen anyone do a documentary on it or speak about it. This is the thing.
That's strange.
People have done it on mental health, depression, domestic violence, and I've seen it. But I haven't seen one on bullying.
Yeah.
I've been planning this for a long time.
For a while. More
than a year. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of research I had to do online. I had to talk to the police and get stories.
Yeah, so how do you go about making a documentary? What's the first step? So you got your thing, I'm making it about bullying. Then what do you do next?
Then you go online, you go to forums and stuff, and you read about bullying, what people go through. I read a lot of stories. People sent me a lot of stories on how they got bullied. And people's got to realise bullying is just not a school thing. It happens at work. It can happen at home. It can happen at school. It can happen online, cyberbullying. It happens everywhere. So I was reading all these stories and stuff of how...
Can you tell me a story?
I had, because I've had a lot of DMs and that as well, of people getting bullied. There's so many stories where, example, there was a family, a boy, he was getting bullied at home from his stepbrother. Now, people think, that's their family, so that's not really bullying. But it is bullying because he's shared a room with his stepbrother and he used to get bullied every day. He used to slap him up, back of the head, take his money. That boy...
How old is he?
So the boy was about 13 at the time, but the stepbrother, the older brother, was 17, 18. He used to go and tell his mum. The parents used to just laugh it off. They never used to believe it. And I think that's completely wrong. So he...
how did you do?
He dealt with it. Like he basically, he handled it for a little while. But then it got too much where he ended up going to the police. And then the police came to the house and spoke to the parent. That's when they started realising it was serious. And the boy did say to the mum, like, I did tell you. But it was a sort of where he was getting mad. Like, his stepbrother used to like slap him up properly and just take his money. He used to call him names. He's making him feel small. That's what it is. They make you feel small. Like, you feel like crap. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go out. You feel, and that's how we felt. So when he messaged me that as well, and he broke down the story, like, I was just like, wow. Do you know what I'm saying? So...
But at least he had the courage to actually go to the...
A lot of people don't do that, And that's what my documentary is about, that people speak up, they come forward, they don't hide. There's always a way to, go to your parents, go to your family, go to a stranger, because people like talking to strangers, go to a counsellor, go to forums, go to online. There's always someone you can go to. Don't keep it in and don't let these idiots win. You don't have to go to the police. You don't have to go to your police. Just talk to someone and come out, because I know people that have, committed suicide from it and that as well, which is, completely, you just took someone's life. It's completely wrong. These bullies don't realise they mess up people's life for good, like for life. If they take their life away, they've scarred them for life, it affects them.
That's what it is. People get scarred for life.
Yeah.
Something that's been happening in their childhood, it affects them when they...
They don't realise that leads to other stuff. Bullying can lead to depression. It can lead to mental health. It can lead to other stuff. They don't realize that. So you got all these illnesses after in you. You don't want to talk to no one. You know, it drives you to drinking, drugs, anything. So, and these bullies do it because either they've got personal shit going on in their life or they've been bullied. You know, and I've done that research, and that's the reason why they do it, because they've got stuff going on, but they want to take it out on the victim, on someone else.
To make them feel better.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like it's not good. Like, I'd advise any bully out there, don't do it, because karma will get to them as well.
Watch my stuff.
Oh, they might watch it. If they're watching this, then yeah. And I know they're probably thinking
how do you put this documentary in front of the people that need to watch it?
So I'm addressing, when I put this out as well, when I auditioned for my documentary, I had hundreds and hundreds of DMs.
No way. People
telling me what's happened to them. Now, a lot of them didn't want to be in a documentary because they don't want to expose themselves, show their face. They said, look, I don't want you to put this out there, but this is what's happened to me. And I had essays, and it really, like, I nearly had a tear to my eye. When I read these stories, they were so like, wow. And I messaged them back saying, you know, so sorry to hear, you know, talk to someone. You know, I gave them my advice on that as well. So I feel a lot of my followers as well, my Instagram and stuff, you know, they really supported me doing this documentary and stuff. So when this documentary is going to come out in January, I'm going to address it to everyone, mainly the victims, because obviously whoever's getting bullied now, I'm going to say to them, you know, I want them to come, you know, I want them to watch it. And that's the only reason I've done it, you know.
Who's the easiest person for them to talk to, do you think?
I think the easy person, I don't think it's the police or anyone.
Do you think it's that stranger hotline?
I think it's a stranger hotline thing, because they're not being judged. When you talk to a stranger, they're not being judged.
So there's like a hotline just for that?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers people can go to. Go online, there's websites, there's hundreds of websites. And if you Google it, there's a lot of hotline numbers you can call. And they won't tell you, they won't expose you, they'll help you, they'll give you advice. I think you should still go to your parents. That's the first point of call. Always go to your mum and dad and speak to them. But if you want to talk to a stranger or counsellor, talk to hotline people, because they will help you. That way you're not keeping anything in, and trust me, you know, they will come out. So that's what I want to do. When this documentary is out, I want to address everyone. I want the bullies to watch it as well. And the reason I want the bullies to watch it is because I want them to realise that they're messing someone's life up. Because these victims that I've interviewed in there, they've spoken about what they went through, how they dealt with it, and what they've given advice to the current victims now that are going through it. And I've interviewed a bully himself. So, you know, having to hear that side is good as well. Now, I've addressed all different types in the documentary: cyberbullying, bullying at work, bullying in school. One of the victims in there are still being currently bullied now online.
What's cyberbullying?
Cyberbullying is being bullied online through social media.
Okay.
So the keyboard warriors.
Okay. Do you think social media promotes bullying?
It's a hard one. It's a very hard one. I feel social media makes it worse. Back in the day, when someone used to get bullied, you used to sort it out on the day. You don't hear for it after that. You sort it out on the day.
You take it outside.
You fight it out, or you make up. You just don't hear from it after that. This day and age now, it's online and it's not coming down. Now, I personally feel when someone's being bullied anywhere, instead of people helping out, their phones come out because they want to get the likes and the views. They'll record that instead of helping. You should go up and be like, "No, boys, can you stop this? Come on now. You know, it's not about fighting." I've seen it myself. Look at it. You know, they start videoing and stuff. Once that goes on any social media platform, either YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, that's not coming down. And what it is, people report it. Social media don't put it. They don't take the video down. Now, you know, when something gets uploaded, it will go viral.
Yeah.
And once that's up, that's up. Now, the victim has seen that. They don't want to come out their house. They feel like, you know what, I feel embarrassed. They're going to be called names. They lock themselves in a room and then that leads to sometimes suicide and stuff. So I think I do blame social media.
People like that make fake accounts of other people.
So sad.
Like, that's a form of bullying, right?
Very.
Yeah.
Because what if they haven't got the guts to talk about it from their own account? So you know how easy it is. But what's so sad about it is they have to they have to make a new email, sign up to a new email. You got to verify that. And then you're actually going on that just, and then you can get blocked. So they do it again. But I'm just like, it's so sad. But it is petty. It is petty. And I just feel, why would you do that? You're winning. And that is cyberbullying, So I feel it's wrong. And I feel it's not, I don't think it's ever going to get stopped, but...
It could, but people like you making these kind of documentaries is raising awareness to other people out there. So it should cut down in the bullying. Yeah,
and that's why I want to do it. It's anti-bullying week. Because once the documentary is out as well, I want to get it on all platforms. It's not just going to be a YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube, but I want BBC or Channel 4 to air it. I'm going to go to schools and colleges to talk about it.
That's a good idea. When we was in school and colleges, bullying was cool. If you were, it was cool to bully someone.
Yeah.
Or else you're just a little geek or whatever.
That's the thing.
But I think now times have kind of changed and evolved a long way.
Now I think it's come to where,
Actually, maybe I said it's come a long way, but maybe it's got worse because knife crime's gone up. Knife crime has gone up. It's really, really bad. Knife crime is so bad. Just hearing these stories every day in the paper, a 16-year-old being stabbed. Every other day, something happening. That's when the life begins. I feel, it's not good. Like, I advise these youngsters now not to be out if they don't need to be out. Be at home, safe with your family. But I just feel it's always gang stuff and all that. Post-Cold Wars is still going on. It's completely bad and wrong. What was the hardest part of making this documentary? The hardest part was talking to the victims, them expressing their stories. I think that was the hardest part because when I was interviewing them, I can see the pain in their eyes. I saw it. They're not going to forget that ever. It scarred them, and I feel some of them it's happened 10 years ago, 15 years ago, but it's for them it's happened the other day. And I feel, I can see in their eyes how hard it was for them and stuff. And I think just listening to it was the hardest bit, I think. Even to the bully himself. Because he's changed his life now. And he regrets what he's done. I was angry listening to what he used to do. Hearing that ain't easy. But it's something you just got to he's changed his life now. So that's what I want to do. I just want the bullies to watch it and change their life as well. How long did it take to make this documentary piece? 7 weeks of filming. 7 weeks? 7 hardcore weeks of filming, How many weeks of editing? We're still editing now. Wow. We're still editing now. That's why the original plan was we were going to release it in December. But I just felt that December, because we still got so much editing to do, we just done the poster and stuff, and there's still a lot of editing to do and stuff, and the music for it and stuff. I just thought Christmas is a busy month for everyone. People spend it, shopping and time. I thought after New Year's will be the best time. So we're planning. We haven't got a date yet, but we're going to release after New Year's. So 7 weeks of filming, and it wasn't easy. You're releasing it on YouTube. Releasing it on YouTube. We're going to have a premiere and a screening for it before it comes out. So just keep logged on to my Instagram about that. But it's going to be on YouTube. Definitely, it's going to be released on YouTube first. So excited for that. That's sick. What have you got planned for 2019? A lot. Yeah. Now, I've got a lot planned. I'm currently filming. It's my boy's film, Stories from the East. It's written and directed by Safe Barber. That's his name, Safe Barber. Hook him up. He's sick. He films wedding videos, but he's doing films and documentaries now as well. So make sure you hit him up. So I'm starring in that. I've got a lead. I've got a main role. Stories from the East. So that's hopefully out after New Year's as well. Stories from the East. That basically, Goodfellas. Yeah. But they're East London version. No way. Yeah. This is sick. That's my type of film. That's my type of film. Saif, he's into. He loves that movie, and there's a specific scene in there he loves as well, and he was just like, I gotta make a
UK version.
Yeah.
It's a short movie. It's not going to be. It's basically going to be probably half an hour or more. But it covers people. When people watch it, they will see, you know, how point of it is. Yeah. So we're currently filming that at the moment. Everything's hard at the moment because we're doing a documentary. We're doing Stories from the East. Just signed up to another film the other day that I'm going to be a producer of. That I've got a cameo role in, and my main one is LDN, a remake of my urban drama from 2009 that we made, but that didn't get released back then, but I'm remaking it after 10 years, so it's like a 10-year anniversary.
How come?
Back then when it was released, the company that released it went bankrupt, so they had the rights to it. I couldn't release it, so I put it on my shelf. And back in 2009, I was new to the industry. I never had no support then. I was new to the game. We filmed it from them crap shit cameras, but it came out so sick still, because I still got the footage. It came out so sick. After 10 years, I've got the support now. I've got the backup. I've got you know, as I said, the company to do it now. 10 years, I've done so much. I'm gonna remake it now with the same script, same characters, because I still speak to some of them and I've spoken to them, and you know they are on being in it. And I'm gonna hire. I've changed up the script a bit. Still going to film it in West London because that's where it's based, but it's an urban gritty drama. It's like them hood. Similar. It's not. It's basic because I filmed it back in 2009. It was similar to like adulthood, but it's like a gritty urban drama. And like my character in there is so bad. I play like a rude boy. And I'm shotting drugs. You know, I run the ends, and it's just a gang versus gang. And then, but there's a point to it. Like there's a point to the whole thing where I've put someone in prison.
Yeah.
And he's come back out, and both of us live in the same ends.
Okay.
So he's after me, but we don't meet until the end of the actual drama. But throughout the drama, our families get affected, our friends, there's gangs, and you know, basically, you know, I get his girl pregnant, and he's after me. But there's like violence in it. There's a lot of like crime.
That sounds sick.
It's
coming out.
Well, I ain't started. Well, the teaser, we made the teaser for it a couple of weeks ago, and it went mad. Like the views, it's like 46k views on Instagram, and people's like, "Oh, when is this out?" I said, "I haven't even started filming it yet," but I thought I want to do a teaser to remind people that LDN it's my baby, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a lot of cameos in it. You know, I'm thinking of getting a lot of like musicians in it, like Wiley. I've been having talks with. I want to have like Krypton Conan. I want to have a lot of features in it to get it out there. But we're going to start filming hopefully in February, March for end of 2019 release. So yeah.
Are you directing it?
I'm directing it. I've wrote it. I'm going to produce it, and I'm in it.
That's sick.
That's mad. It's going to be so hard for me. Yeah, but I'm going to have people help me out, like a production company and stuff. You know. It's not going to be just me doing it, so it's a massive thing, but I don't want to start it until I get my other projects finished, and that's what I've done with the documentary. I made sure I focused on that, because when you're doing too much, it's too much. I want to focus on it, so it's so hard.
110%.
Yeah, but for me, people's like, how do you do it? Because you've played this presenter in this documentary, like you know, on bullying, and then you're gonna come out and do a bad boy drama, like you know, your character's gonna change, but it's acting, innit? You have to. This is what I'm saying. You have to adapt. You know, when like I play a rude boy in there, so I have to go back to that character that I played. In this documentary, I'm a presenter. So, and then when I'm doing something else, it's different. It's acting. It's what the media game's about. So yeah.
Do you think the TV industry is dying?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
What do you think the future's going to be?
Future's scary, you know.
Just YouTube.
Future. Yeah, I personally think it's just going to be a YouTube.
Yeah.
Because since YouTube has gone like big, massive, and you know, with all this social media and stuff, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't even switch on my TV half these days. You know, I'm on my laptop or on my phone.
Yeah.
Because you can access it, and I'm sure a lot of people like that. You know, I don't even switch on my TV. I feel, you know, people's got Sky and cable and stuff. They don't even really watch it because it's on their phones. But I think YouTube is going to take over, even in the future. I think everything is YouTube. I think that's what it is. And, you know, and it's scary in a way, but...
Do negative comments piss you off?
They used to, not anymore.
Not anymore.
When I was new to the industry, 10 years back, when I was new, it used to piss me off a lot. I used to take things to heart. used to get messages and, oh, you think you're a rude boy hanging out with these celebrities? You think you're a bad boy? I'm gonna fuck you up. I used to get mad messages and I used to get angry. And then my industry people.
So there's people out there that just got jealous of you.
It's jealous. Yeah, they got jealous of me because I used to hang around with like Ashley Waters, Noel Clarke.
Yeah.
And I used to be out there with like the celebs and people's like, this guy, who does he think he is?
But did you get any better girls DMing you?
Oh man, that was good. That was a good part. Yeah, the negative comments used to piss me off because they used to just be like, and then I used to message them back saying, all right, then meet me. But they never used to turn up. It used to just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking. But I remember my industry, like Noel Clarke used to say to me, like, don't message them back. You're gonna get messages like this because you're doing so well. Just block them. But it's so hard to just block them. Do you know what I'm saying? It's because it's jealousy. Sliding in the DMs, girls. That's you get. Do you know what it is?
I want to know about.
I still get it now. I'm not gonna lie. I get so many girls like the message.
You got a big following on Instagram.
That's the thing. Like back in the day until now, they message you like some of them can be as I said some of them can be real. Do you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like. They could be just want to talk to you because they want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like you don't know, but because I've been in the industry a long time, I'm paranoid around people. Like, why are they really talking to you? Do they want to get? Because I've had like, I'm not saying the gold diggers, but why do they want to talk to you? They don't want to come to the red carpet. They want to talk to famous people. They want to be in your film. So you don't know why they're really talking to you.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever used your status and stuff to show off to girls?
I think
let's not even for girls. Have you ever used your numbers and stuff to gain something?
I think when I was younger, like a couple of years back, I haven't done it like now. I wouldn't do that. But when I was young, because I was younger then as well, I think I used to do it. I used to think I was the big shot. Like the hot shit. Like I used to message a girl, DM a girl, and she gives me air, or be like, no. I'll be like, do you know who you're talking to? Now I'm thinking, I can't believe I used to do that. I'm just like, I used to say to them, like, do you know who I am? I can't believe I used to say that. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, because I had that following and the hype, and I used to, I was working, but like now, as I said, I get messages, like some of them, as I said, they give me the numbers, or they'll just be like, do you want to meet up? Or, it'd be nice to meet you. So I don't get time. As I said, sometimes I reply to them, sometimes I don't. But I appreciate all the support. I'm not going to lie. Like, I get a lot of support and I appreciate that. So, yeah.
Your life seems pretty fun, man. You need to swap shoes.
Do you know what? It does seem fun, but it's hard work.
Yeah.
Like, I had people say, and this is another thing. People, like, when they chat to me, they're like, you're so humble, you're so down to earth and stuff. And I'm just like, I am, because I haven't got an ego. I haven't got an ego, and...
How do you deal with people that do have ego?
I hate them. I hate is a strong word, but I can't stand it. Ego is such a massive thing. I can't stand it. Like, don't forget where you started off. Do you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the people, you ain't gonna have fans. And the thing is, there's a lot of people in the industry. Like, I could drop names, and there's a lot of people in the industry. And some of them ain't even that famous, but they feel like they're the hot shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm too nice to talk to you, or they like. I know a lot of people personally follow me, and when I release something, just to hit the like button and comment, the ego drops in, so they're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I feel that's totally wrong. I feel that's totally wrong, because I've seen, like, example, when I put this documentary out, the teaser, I had mad support. Like, I got like 26k views. I had messages, phones popping up. But there's certain people I've seen that hasn't shared my stuff. Like, I'm not gonna get, people have shared it and stuff because, it's the love, innit?
Yeah.
But they haven't commented, they haven't messaged me, well done. And that's where the ego drops in. But I'm just like, don't forget your roots, where you started off. And that's with me, and I'm very humble. But I hate egos. Drop it, man. Drop it.
Do you believe in law of attraction? Do you believe in thinking like something in your head that you think about that comes into like a real form? Because you kind of do that. Like, you had that idea of making a documentary, right?
Yeah.
And now it's like a physical thing that you created out of nothing.
I think I do believe in it. I think when you want to do something,
Yeah.
you can do it. I feel people are very negative at it these days. They give up before they've even started. Because I have a lot of people always ask me, like, how'd you do it? You just got to have that positive thinking, keep your head down, and if you really want to do something, you do it.
To add to that, I feel like because of social media, everyone only posts the good stuff. Everyone always posts like the good things that happen.
Yeah.
They never post the negativity or like the stress or the hardship that someone's going through. So people think it's an easy ride, but when they actually try to do it themselves, they're like, oh my God, I'm going through so much crap. Why is it so hard? I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna give up. It's
like celebrities now. Funny you say that. I'll go into that one because, example, Drake, Beyonce, Jay-Z, all of them, even celebrity. Now, I know a lot of celebrities in the UK and I've met some in the US and I know their life. They go through depression, they go through stress. We just don't see it. We want to see what they want us to see. You think Drake don't have problems? You know, you think, you know, he doesn't have personal issues, you know? Yeah, he's got money, but they're human like us. But they can, you know, off the cameras, they probably don't sleep at night. They're stressed, they've got issues. You know, they get flu, they get ill as well. These people just seem to think they're untouchable, like they're God or something, you know what I'm saying? They go through that as well. And you're right, people don't show their negative side. Last year, I broke down. I went through depression.
Last year?
Last year, beginning of last year. I think it's after when we met.
Did I make you that depressed?
You went in, you just were traveling and stuff, innit? So, you know, I just started crying at home. Yeah, I went through, I think summertime it came. I went through depression, and at the same time, my gran passed away. And I was going through a lot of negative things. Basically, I broke down. I broke down because I think...
Did you realise you was...
No, because there's a lot of things happening in my life which I don't really want to expose.
Yeah.
But people that know me know. And everything was happening at once. That's what it is. When things happen to you, they all happen at once or they don't happen at all. So I didn't know how to handle it. And I broke down. I came off social media. And I just didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't go out. I didn't talk to no one. I started eating a lot. I didn't put on weight or anything, but I feel people, you know, I didn't feel myself. I just wanted to shut myself from the world. But I had a lot of people support me. They met up with me, they gave me advice. And they're just like, don't throw your life away. You worked too hard. You worked too hard for years to throw your life away. And don't do it. You know, go out there. So I picked myself up after a few weeks. I started gym. I started... That is funny. You know what? I've done that so many times.
You're talking about some serious shit that you're going through and you're like...
Oops. You know what? I was at the office the other day and I did that as well, you know. I hit it and it went down.
So coming back to the bullying documentary, you mentioned something. The best thing someone can do is talk to someone. And when you was going through your depression, that was what you was doing, right? People were talking to you, and is that what really helped you?
It really helped me. I feel people think it doesn't help, but it does help. It helped me a lot. Talking to someone really helps, and that's what I want the people to do. You know, I did that when I went through depression. It helped a lot. I picked myself up, and look where I am now. It helps a lot. It wasn't easy, and it's easier said than done, but you'll get results, and that's what I want people to do. Google it. You've got internet access these days. There's so many, you know, go on forums and talk to people. You can get so much advice from forums now. So talk to someone. That's what I'm trying, you know, people do. And I've even said documentary, DM me. If you want to feel, DM me, message me. I'll be there for people, you know, and I'll always give them my advice.
Sick.
So yeah.
So when can we see this documentary? Sometime in Jan?
So definitely January. We haven't got a release date yet. It will be after New Year's.
Where can they follow you?
Follow me on my Instagram, Kayas_official, Snapchat, Kayas Ershad, Twitter, Kayas Ershad. Facebook I don't really use as much.
No one uses Facebook as
No,
much as
because it's
before.
dying.
Yeah.
And I've just connected my Instagram to my Facebook. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's
whatever you
combined. So
posted,
yeah, whatever. Yeah. YouTube, I'm on there under Caius Ice TV. But I don't really
Ice.
Ice. It's original name, Caius Ice TV. But I don't really use, I need someone to update my, I don't really update. I've got
You need
so
a PA.
much. Yeah, I need a PA, so apply in it. So like, feel good, then just let holler,
You should
hit my
get all
nut.
the girls that's DMing you.
I was thinking that, I'm like, do you want to be my PA? I need one. But I just feel like I've got so much stuff that I haven't put up on my YouTube or anything. But I need to get it. I think, because you know why? It's my Instagram. I'm just always on Insta. I think Instagram's taken over. That's what it is.
Nah, I agree with you.
So hit me up on Caius_official, man.
Yeah. You've been watching Be The Source. This is my guy, Caius. He's working on a lot of amazing things.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Yeah!